Good morning and welcome to our kitchen. I'm Gordy Galusha.
I'm Nancy Ostrash.
This is our 296th program and we're headed for 300, hopefully. If that's two old ladies.
Don't say that, Gordy.
Us ladies get along okay. All right. Today we're going to be making Scandinavian cabbage soup and a leprechaun green cake. And we're going to start out with Nancy with her soup.
Thank you. Kind of get the idea that we're filming this on, actually it is St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Yeah, so no corned beef, but I'm zeroing in on cabbage, and Gordy's going to have a leprechaun cake. So I need to get started myself. And in this soup pot here, I have melted 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, and I'm going to saute, cook down, 3 cups of chopped cabbage, 1 cup of diced sliced carrots, and 1 cup of celery, chopped, and then 1 small onion, sliced, chopped, whatever you want. They're all going to be cooked down into the soup. Again, pretty color. There's green and orange, white.
That's Italian colors, isn't it? It's not St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter. Tastes the same.
And I'm neither.
Well, that's okay. It looks delicious.
Okay, I'm going to have to cook this down, 10 minutes or so. So while that is happening, it's time to turn it over to Gordy.
This morning I'm going to make a leprechaun cake. That's what I call it today. But it's a cream to mint cake. And it's very easy, and it's very colorful, and it's very green for this day. So, in my bowl I have a box of yellow cake mix. I have 3 eggs. I have I'm going to have a third of a cup of cream de mint and a third of a cup of oil. Turn that in there just like that. Okay, I have a box of pistachio pudding in there, and I have a cup of sour cream. So I'm going to mix this all up, and it's going to be green when it comes out. Come on. How come it's not working here?
Here we go.
Here we go. Push the wrong button.
Oh, you see, you haven't used it in so long.
My baby.
Yeah.
You want to take a few minutes to mix it up good. It's very easy to make. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it into my bundt pan. I have all ready to go. Oh, here it is. clean off my beater here. Make sure you get it all beaten good together.
It's amazing, those KitchenAid, the mixers that come in, what, 8 different colors now?
Oh, they have, yes, they have a lot of colors.
Yeah.
You know, and just a while ago, too, they had a sale on them down at Walmart for $20.
Oh, that's a big, that's...
And that's a deal for KitchenAid.
Oh, yeah.
They're usually $200 and
Yep.
all that good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pour it into my cake pan. I usually put it in a tube pan, but I have moved and I can't find it, so we'll have to use this one. Get that out of the way. It's kind of a pretty green. That's almost the color of the leprechaun.
Yep. And it's also reminds you of spring.
Yes, spring is coming.
Coming.
Monday.
And
if it doesn't stay around, I'm going to go to Hawaii. go where it's warm.
We won't probably see much green, but we'll have the cake. Stop. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe smooth it out in your cake pan. Might have to wipe it a little bit. Whoop, I got it on the counter. Wipe off your dish a little bit. And then you put it into a 350-degree oven for between 45 and 55 minutes. Mr. Leprechaun's going to jump right out of the cake pan.
Well,
Okay.
we will break for a couple of more minutes to cook down our... Okay, we got the cake in the oven, and I've been sauteing my 4 vegetables. 1 cup each of carrots, celery, 3 cups of cabbage. This is all chopped or sliced, and a small onion. And I'm sauteing them in about 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, or if you want liquid, oil, that's up to you. I am using the margarine. And I'm going to continue on now and add 1 can of cream style corn. And I need to get a smaller spoon. Okay. And then I'm going to continue with 1 cup of frozen peas. Here's some green. 2 cups of chicken broth. 2 cups of milk, and I use, at home, I use 2%. You can add a little bit of half and half to make it a little creamier. Counting calories, you won't add the half and half. Okay. One teaspoon of thyme. Salt and pepper to taste. And some garlic powder. Now they only say half a teaspoon, but I like garlic. So maybe a teaspoon, it's up to you. Yeah. A little bit more than half a teaspoon. If you've cooked for a long time, you know about by eye or whatever, how much you want of seasonings. I'm going to bring this to a simmer, and just be careful you don't get better if you don't get a rolling boil. You just want to simmer it for I think it said about 15 minutes or so. And then we have one more step before we serve. So we will break now while the soup is simmering and the cake is baking.
I now am going to make the frosting for my leprechaun cake. It's not cooled yet, so I'm not going to be able to frost it right away. So I'll make the frosting first. Whoop. Me and confectionery sugar goes all over everything. As you can see, and that's all it is to it. That's very easy. In my bowl, I have my leprechaun, for my leprechaun cake, my cream de mint frosting. And in my bowl, I have a box of confectionery sugar. I have a stick of butter and a box of pistachio pudding mix, a teaspoon of vanilla, and milk for spreading consistency. And this is what it looks like. It's a pretty green. As I said, the leprechaun likes this. You want me to do this now?
It's cool enough.
Okay, I'm going to shake this off a little bit. confectionery sugar and flour and I don't get along very good. I usually have it all over the place. I have it all over everything. Okay. My cake is cool enough, so I'm going to frost it. You can either put this cake in a bundt pan or a tube pan. I rather have a tube pan, but it's same difference, so it doesn't matter. Make sure you cover the sides good. This is what the cake will look like when the frosting is on. So it's going to take me a few minutes to do this. And I'm going to turn it over to Nancy.
Okay, and I have one more thing to do with my Scandinavian cabbage soup when you're ready to serve it, is I have 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, which I'm going to add. And then let it melt in the soup. So that'll take a minute or two, and then you're ready to serve it. So when we come back, we will be at our table to finish up. Welcome back to our table. This is being videotaped on St. Patrick's Day. So we have a couple of things that can relate to March 17th. And this is number 296 as a show. My soup, because I had cabbage available, is called Scandinavian cabbage soup, and it's vegetable. I didn't add any ham or sausage to the soup. You can if you would like to. And it was very easy to put together. In the beginning, I sautéed for about 10 minutes cabbage, carrots, onion, and celery, and cook that down. And then it's just a matter of adding a can of cream corn, a cup of frozen peas, there's some green, milk, and chicken broth, some thyme, salt and pepper to taste, and garlic powder. And then before you're ready to serve it, because you want to simmer that for 10-15 minutes. It's always going to be better the next day, of course. I stirred in 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese and let that melt down in. So, as I say, it's a pretty easy soup to put together quite quickly. Now I'll turn it over to Gordy for our dessert.
Today I made, I'm calling it a leprechaun cake, but it's a cream de mint cake. But anyway, it looks like it came out of Ireland, doesn't it?
Sure it does. Anything green.
It's made with a box of yellow cake mix. 3 eggs, sour cream, and canola oil, and a box of pistachio pudding mix to make it green, and a cup of sour cream. Mix it all together and put it in a bundt pan or a tube pan, which I used a bundt pan. And it's a pretty green color for the Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the frosting I made is made with a box of confectionery sugar, a stick of butter, another box of pistachio pudding mix, a little vanilla, and some milk for spreading. And I mixed it all up and I put it on top of my cake. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't look too bad. I've got it on the wrong cake pan, but that's all right. I don't know how I'm going to carry it home.
Oh, that's
but anyway.
Well, that was my fault.
That's okay.
That's my fault.
It'll get taken care of. But this is our Easter, or not Easter, our St. Patrick's Day meal, and I hope you enjoy it when you try it. And if you would like any of these recipes, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Dalton Community Cable, 151 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226, and have a great St. Patrick's Day.